Welcome back to Write, Writer, Write, the podcast that explores craft, mindset, and practical tools for writing. I'm your host, Deborah Froese, and today we're talking about software you may have heard about, Microsoft Word. Now, before your eyes glaze over, stay with me. Word might not be as sexy as Scrivener or as simple to use as Google Docs, but it's packed with more refined features. From formatting and structure to voice dictation, revision tracking, and even audio playback, Word has a lot to offer. So let's take a closer look at why Word works for writers and how it can work for you. Let's start with the big question. Why use Word at all? If you are submitting your manuscript to agents, editors, or traditional publishers, chances are good they'll ask for a Word or docx file. Word is the industry standard. It's compatible with almost every professional tool across the publishing process. Editors use it to track changes and leave comments with more precision than Google Docs provides. Designers can import docx files straight into layout software like Adobe InDesign. When they do, any applied Word styles remain intact. That keeps formatting consistent and it saves everyone time. So even if you prefer drafting in Scrivener or Google Docs, knowing your way around Word is helpful when it comes to revisions, submissions, and editing. Google Docs may be easier for direct collaboration when two contributors are working on the file at the same time, but most professional editing processes require back and forth editing. Word saves documents on your computer so you can work offline too. If you have a Microsoft 365 subscription, which includes a bunch of other Microsoft Office programs, you also get free OneDrive cloud storage. If you have your computer set up properly, that means your files are automatically backed up. So if you ever run into computer issues like I did a few months ago, your hard work is safe. With OneDrive, you can also recover older versions of your files, which comes in handy if you happen to save over the wrong file or make an error along the way. Your files are accessible across devices too. That's peace of mind. Let me walk you through 8 of my favorite tools in Word and how you can use them. I'll go through them step by step, but if you'd rather see how it's done, check out the YouTube version of this episode. You'll find the link in the show notes. Number 1, Word styles. One of Word's most powerful but underused features is styles. Think of styles as formatting shortcuts. Instead of manually adjusting fonts and spacing every time you add a chapter title or heading, you apply a predefined style, like heading 1 for chapters or heading 2 for subheadings. Here's the real magic. Styles automatically populate the navigation pane, which gives you a clickable outline of your manuscript. It takes you to the heading of your choice without endless scrolling. If your navigation pane isn't open, press Ctrl+F in Windows or go to the View tab in Mac and check Navigation pane. You can even reorganize your draft by dragging headings in the navigation pane. Word will move the heading plus the section between it and the next heading of the same style. So if you want to shift scenes around, for example, or if you want to reorganize your details, Word can help you do it. So how do you apply a style? First, make sure you're in the Home ribbon where the Styles pane is located. Highlight the text. Click a style like Heading 1. Voila! Your text is styled and it appears in the navigation pane. Want to highlight a passage for future reference? Apply a temporary subheading. Style it. And you can easily find it later in your navigation pane. A word of caution, if you delete a heading in the navigation pane, it also deletes the content under that heading. So always make deletions in the main document. Number 2, track changes. When it's time to revise, track changes lets you keep track of what you're doing until you're ready to commit. You'll find everything you need for track changes under the Review tab. To turn on track changes, click the Track Changes button. See how it's highlighted? Start editing. Word will record every change. Insertions, deletions, and formatting tweaks. To accept or reject changes, highlight the change, click Accept or Reject in the Review tab. Or right-click the formatting note in the right-hand margin. Click Track Changes again to turn it off. Number 3, Word Views. Word also provides you with the option to view your manuscript with or without track changes showing. This feature, too, is located under the Review tab. See the window with the drop-down arrow next to Track Changes? Click that arrow to access a drop-down menu and select your view. All markup shows all track changes and comments. Simple markup lets you read the edited version of your document without the track change mess while keeping comments in place. Red vertical lines in the left-hand margin indicate where changes were made. In the No Markup view, all changes are hidden. You see only the clean edited version of your manuscript, no track marks, no comments. The original view shows your document as it appeared before you began tracking changes. It's easy to hop back and forth between these views. I really appreciate the flexibility. I can hide the chaos and make revisions, yet return to the markup or original view if I want to double-check something. Number 4, comments. Comments are perfect for internal notes, reminders, and feedback. Everything you need to manage comments is located in the Comments section of the Review ribbon. To add a comment, highlight the text it applies to. Click New Comment in the Review ribbon. Type your comment. Click the arrow to post it. To reply to a comment, click the little window below the comment text. Add your reply and click the arrow to post it. To edit a comment, click the pencil icon in the upper right-hand corner of the comment bubble. Edit your text and click the check mark. To delete a comment, click anywhere on the comment bubble and select Delete in the Comments section of the Review ribbon. As a writer, I use comments to add revision notes or research that I need to explore later, rather than interrupting forward progress. And as an editor, I use comments to ask questions, leave suggestions, and sometimes an example revision. Number 5, dictate, voice to text. Sometimes it's easier to speak than write, especially when you're brainstorming or trying to untangle your thoughts. Word's built-in dictation tool can help. To use Dictate on desktop, go to the Home tab, click Dictate, the microphone icon on the far right, and start speaking. This is easier than sitting down to type, comma, especially when you're on the move, period. Why don't you give it a try? Question mark. New paragraph. Let me know what you think. Exclamation mark. To use Dictate on mobile, open a Word document and tap the microphone icon. For best results, speak punctuation just as I did in my example, and keep background noise to a minimum. It takes a little getting used to, but it's excellent for capturing ideas, especially if you're on the move. Number 6, read aloud. Need a fresh perspective on your words? Let Word read your writing back to you. To use Read Aloud, go to the Review tab and click Read Aloud.
The rear door of George's grill creaked open, flooding the alley with light, and a husky cook
It's like having a robotic proofreader. You'll catch awkward phrasing and clunky sentences your eyes might skip. Reading aloud with your own voice is great too, by the way. Not only will you hear the clunky stuff, your tongue will trip over it. Number 7, find and replace. If you want to change a character's name or correct a misspelled word throughout your manuscript or look for overused words, use Word's Find and Replace tool. To find a word, type it into the search bar in the navigation pane and press Enter. Word will highlight every instance it appears and tell you how many times it's used. When you spot a word that appears frequently, use the little arrow buttons below the search window to jump between appearances and deal with each one individually. To replace a word, click Replace in the Review ribbon, right next to the Styles pane. In the window that appears, type the word you want to find in the top bar and the word you want to replace it with in the bottom bar. You can either replace all occurrences at the same time or use the Find Next button to review them one at a time, and the Replace button when you find one you want to replace. Click the More button if you want to specify certain formatting in your search. Number 8, word count and stats. In the bottom left corner of Word, you'll see your word count. Click on it for more details about your document stats. This is especially useful for comparing chapter lengths or for meeting submission guidelines. Want to check the length of a section of your manuscript? Highlight it, then click Word Count in the Review tab. At first glance, Word might seem a little basic. It doesn't have the visual appeal of Scrivener, and it may take a bit more getting used to than Google Docs. But spend a little time with it and you'll find it's a powerhouse for writers. I've barely scraped the surface of its capabilities. Word helps you format like a pro in more ways than I've shown you here. Organize your long drafts, move things around, dictate your thoughts, hear your words, track revisions, and collaborate with your editor. Plus, because Word is so widely used, there's no shortage of tutorials and how-to videos online. If you want to learn how to customize your styles, check out the episode 16 bonus, Managing Word Styles. Until next time, write, writer, write, and let Word give you a hand.